Well, good evening. I hope you've been having a great day today and staying warm inside or even outside. A lot of folks have been out doing some sledding and perhaps just having fun with their dogs in the snow. We've had so many pictures and also videos. I want to thank everybody for sending those in and also sending in your snow totals too. Many places got several inches of snow. Of course, the more east, it ended up being up to almost a foot in some places, the foothills toward the northeast. Just want to start you off and recap a few things. Full moon is happening tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow night. You'll be able to see it the first day of the new month. And that full moon rises at 5:56 p.m. on Sunday. So you should be able to see it because I think we'll have some clearing around here to where you'll have the full moon in its splendor. It is called the snow moon. How appropriate. We got snow right at that time. So it's the snowiest month typically in the United States in February. And of course we know that because a lot of people getting snow up and down the coastline and also over the northern plains. It sets at 8:09 Monday morning. So you may be able to still glimpse it as it goes down on Monday morning, but it'll be a cold start. It's also called the eagle moon, bear moon, raccoon moon, and yes, groundhog moon. Groundhog Day is on Monday. We'll see if he sees a shadow. First of all, though, there is still an impact alert. And now, not so much for the snow, although we're still getting a little bit of snow in some of the higher elevations and also in the foothills. It's primarily due to the frigid temperatures. Of course, you knew that today when we had wind chills in the single digits throughout the day. Well, tonight, our temperatures are going down the single digits. So our wind chills could be even lower than that, especially in the mountains, and I'll show you that in a minute. It's bitterly cold, so make sure you bundle up and have an extra blanket, perhaps. Perhaps it's more than a 1 or 2 dog night. Perhaps it's a 3 dog night. That means, you know, you put 3 dogs in your bed to sleep with you to help keep everybody warm. And those bitterly cold temperatures will continue through Monday morning. Now, use caution on the roadways because it's still slick, especially the neighborhood roads, the tertiary roads that haven't been able to be clear or haven't had treating done. But you can get through them with snow. That's a good thing. It's easier to drive on, of course, than ice. You just got to take it slow. Keep it in low gear and just have a control with lower speeds and you should be okay. Unless you have rear wheel drive, I know one of my cars is, and that's not very good in snow. It fishtails a lot, so front wheel drive or all wheel drive, of course, is the better thing. So be very careful. And also be careful even on the interstates. I know the interstates are pretty clear, but you can hit some slick spots. And you want to be very careful. Douglas Lake camera. It was snowing earlier when I saw this. It's off and on. We've had snow showers there. If you look at the lighting, you can see some of the snow showers. I'm going to go ahead and go to that camera real quick to show you a little bit closer up of that snow. And that snow is, of course, going to be continuing for a little while longer before it comes to an end. But you see how clearly they've had a lot of snow there around Dandridge. Douglas Lake cam showing that. Nobody out fishing, you know, maybe ice fishing. You'd have to cut a hole in the ice in some cases, but at least the water is running there. 17 degrees, that's the current temperature. Feels like 4. And this is right at 7 o'clock. So it is getting colder and feeling colder. Dew point's down to 3. The wind has been gusty still up to 30 miles per hour. That makes it all that much colder. The wind should start to subside and get a little better off overnight tonight for most of the area, but it'll still be quite brisk in some of the foothills and higher elevations too. And that's where we're still having some snow come down. Now, much of that is starting to taper off, but we'll still have a couple of inches, maybe 1 inch to 2 inches in some of the high elevations possible back over the Smokies, especially into Sevier County and up toward Cott County and Greene County too. There'll be flurries elsewhere or patchy snow showers, very light, very fine particles because it is so cold. The snow ends up being powdery. Now here's the bigger picture of that entire storm system that continues to strengthen offshore. of North Carolina. There's where the low is positioned, and it's going to continue to deepen. And what that means is the low pressure gets lower and lower, the wind field picks up stronger and stronger. And we're getting a lot of moisture being wrapped around that low, now being flung inland as snow, and could have some blizzard-like conditions in some areas of the Carolinas and up into Virginia. So they're going to get some heavy snow in North Carolina, especially toward the Outer Banks and up in the Hampton Roads area, which is Norfolk into Chesapeake, and also into Virginia Beach and those areas northward. Look at the southern part, though. You get down toward Jacksonville, some of that snow shower activity making its way into Florida. That's how cold it is getting. Temperatures even in Florida are going down. So very powerful low in tandem with the high pressure over the Central Plains, bringing in that cold air out of Canada, making it slide all the way south into the Panhandle of Florida. We still have a winter storm warning, and that's through Sunday morning at 7 a.m. for those in the Smokies. That's because there still could be a little bit of snow, and of course blowing snow too makes it a problem as well. About 1 to 2 more inches on top of what you already have, and we've had places get anywhere between, at least most places, lower than 3,000 feet. Anywhere between 6 inches and up to as much as 10 inches of snow, and of course higher amounts at the higher elevations. Extreme cold warning too through Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock, because wind chills could be as low as 15 to 20 below zero. Boy, that is cold. You don't want to go outside, or if you have to be outside, just make sure you cover up all the exposed skin surfaces as much as you can, because you can get frostbite pretty quickly if you don't. Advisories, cold weather advisory for the rest of us. That's till Sunday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we have wind chills that could be as low as 5 below to 5 above until then. Our temperatures tomorrow, though, are going to stay in the 20s in the afternoon for the most part. Forecast lows tonight, a lot of us dipping down into the single digits, closer to 0 as you go toward the Smokies at Pigeon Forge, up toward Greenville and Rogersville, getting down to around 3 degrees. And then we'll have another cold start of it Monday morning as well. Right now I got 9 degrees there. Could end up being a little colder because we should clear out and have more clear skies in the morning. That usually leads to a little bit colder temperatures in some of the outlying areas especially. That's 20 degrees below our average for this time of the year. Wow. Tuesday morning, it's cold, but not near as cold. Wednesday, we actually get up above our average of 30 by 6 degrees. How about that? Above freezing. That's ahead of our next system that will bring us a little moisture and cool us down a little bit on Thursday and come Friday for the lows. Forecast highs tomorrow. Now, these are the high temperatures that'll be achieved later in the day. So much of the day is going to be in the single digits to teens and then rise into the 20 degree zone later on in the afternoon. And we'll have high temperatures get close to freezing in Spring City, but most of us are going to fall short. You can see by several degrees. At least we'll have some sunshine start to return in the afternoon. That'll help with some of the secondary roads to maybe get rid of some of that snow, because the sun still does heat up the ground a little bit, and that'll help melt it away even though temperatures are going to be below. And then max temperatures, well, we do get back up closer to our average of 50 by Tuesday. Tuesday, the average is going down to 49, so we're 1 degree below that, and then it kind of trails off because of that next system bringing in a little bit of cooler air out of the north, and then we're back up to 47 come Friday. Just want to show you those temperature profiles on where we are with average for this time of the year. And here's Futurecast showing you the snow showers tapering off in the higher elevations. It'll be the last place. And then we have partly cloudy to partly sunny skies to start our day tomorrow. A lot of the clouds will dissipate as that low pressure moves away, so we'll have a little more sunshine. It'll be partly cloudy to mostly sunny later in the afternoon. And here's your 7-day forecast for you. Just to recap, I want to show you also the percentage chance of rain. Now, this next system coming in, it is going to be a clipper system. Really is what, it's really fast moving system. It's kind of an upper level, short jet streak that's coming in, and that will help bring some moisture. So we're going to have a chance of some scattered rain showers. That'll be late Tuesday, closer to sunset, if not thereafter, and overnight Tuesday night. But Wednesday, as temperatures fall, we could have a little bit of snow on the backside of that come to an end. I don't think there will be any accumulation, but we could have some spotty snow showers and a few flurries around, especially north of I-40 and to the east of 81 as well. And then afterwards, a little break Thursday and Friday as temperatures get back closer to average. Now, Friday into Saturday, there's some indication there may be another system, a fast-moving one. Right now, it's too far out to really hang hat on until there's some consistency in the future projections, and it will continue to fine-tune that forecast for you. Okay, there's your recap on what's going on. The bitterly cold temperatures are what we're really concerned with as much now, and also the slick roadways that will continue at least through Groundhog Day, and then we should start to notice a lot of that snow begin to melt as temperatures do warm up. So I hope you have a terrific weekend. Enjoy doing some sledding, maybe some fun in the snow, or just staying inside with a hot cup of cocoa or coffee and watching it outside. Either way, I'll see you back here again and we'll keep you updated. Have a good evening.